The F-14 Tomcat wasn't just a fighter, it was a legend. Sleek, deadly, and unmistakable, it ruled the air for decades. From dogfights over Vietnam to battles in the Persian Gulf, this machine earned its place in history. Born out of Cold War necessity, the F-14 was developed by Grumman in the early 1970s. It was designed to replace the aging F-4 Phantom and give the U.S. Navy a true air superiority fighter. Its most distinctive feature? The variable sweep wings that adjusted for speed and maneuverability. Powered by twin engines and guided by powerful radar, it could engage multiple targets at once. And it wasn't just fast, it was smart, with avionics far ahead of its time. The F-14's main weapon was the AIM-54 Phoenix missile, capable of hitting targets over 100 miles away. It could also carry AIM-7 Sparrows and AIM-9 Sidewinders for close-range combat. Equipped with the AN/AWG-9 radar system, the Tomcat could track up to 24 enemy aircraft simultaneously. It was the first fighter to give a fleet air defense platform the ability to engage multiple threats at long range. In close combat, its agility and high thrust-to-weight ratio made it a dogfighting champion. The F-14 made its combat debut in 1975 during patrols over Vietnam. In 1981, two F-14s downed Libyan Su-22s in the Gulf of Sidra. It returned to action in the Gulf War, launching long-range strikes and providing air cover. In Operation Iraqi Freedom, even in its final years, it delivered precision-guided munitions with deadly accuracy. It was a vital part of every carrier battle group and often the first in and the last out. Iran remains the only foreign operator of the F-14. Before the 1979 revolution, the U.S. sold 79 Tomcats to the Shah's Air Force. After the embargo, Iran maintained the fleet on its own, through innovation, cannibalized parts, and ingenuity. During the Iran-Iraq War, F-14s scored numerous kills against Iraqi fighters, including MiG-21s and Mirage F-1s. Despite sanctions, Iran has kept its F-14s operational to this day, some modified with local tech. Superior long-range targeting, swept wings for both speed and control, advanced radar and missile systems, two-person crew for better workload division, iconic appearance and psychological impact. But the Tomcat wasn't without flaws. High maintenance costs, aging airframes, and complex and expensive logistics were significant drawbacks. The U.S. Navy retired it in 2006, replacing it with the F/A-18 Super Hornet. But even in retirement, its silhouette inspires awe and nostalgia. The F-14 Tomcat wasn't just a machine, it was a symbol. From Top Gun fame to real-world heroics, it captured the imagination of pilots and civilians alike. Its legacy lives on, in museums, in Iran's skies, and in the heart of aviation history. F-14 Tomcat, forever the king of the sky.
They used to call her the Phantom, but to me she was more than that. She was a warhorse, a guardian, and sometimes a ghost in the clouds. I'm Captain Ray Mitchell, U.S. Air Force retired. I flew the F-4 Phantom II through the dense skies of Vietnam and watched her dance through danger like a veteran prizefighter. What you're about to hear is not just history, it's personal. The McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom was a two-seat, twin-engine, all-weather, long-range, supersonic jet interceptor and fighter bomber. Yeah, that's a mouthful. But all you really need to know? She was fast. Damn fast. Mach 2.2 fast. And strong. She could carry over 18,000 pounds of weapons. Missiles, bombs, you name it. She wasn't stealthy, she wasn't pretty, but in the chaos of combat, she was everything you prayed for. In Vietnam, the Phantom ruled the skies. She flew top cover, dropped ordnance, and dogfought MiGs over jungle canopies. I remember the first time I performed a split S to shake off a SAM. I could feel my heart climb up my throat. That move saved my life. Maneuvers like the Immelman turn, barrel rolls, high-G yo-yos, they weren't just textbook, they were survival. And the F4 could take it. She wasn't the most agile bird, but if you knew how to handle her, she became an extension of your instincts. But her story didn't end in Southeast Asia. The Phantom went global, flown by Israel, Germany, Japan, and of course, Iran. In the Iran-Iraq War, Iranian Phantoms performed surgical strikes deep into enemy territory, even without US support. They showed the same grit we did, a testament to the jet itself. She wasn't perfect. Early on, she lacked a gun, just missiles. That was a mistake. But later models added the M61 Vulcan cannon, and trust me, it made all the difference. Over the years, the Phantom evolved. Recon, attack, interception, whatever mission we had, she was game. She saved lives, took hits, kept flying. By the 1990s, newer jets took the stage. Sleeker, stealthier, more modern, but none had the raw heart the Phantom carried in her engines. She was a Cold War warrior, a Thunderbird, a legend. She was a Cold War warrior, a Thunderbird, a legend. And me? I wasn't just her pilot. I was her witness. She wasn't just a plane. She was a survivor, just like the ones who flew her. And long after her last takeoff, the echo of her roar still lives in our bones.